Good morning. So I've decided that because I regret not videoing more of our trip or any of our trip of Australia, I'm going to try to vlog New Zealand. I've never done vlogging before, so we'll see how this goes, but I just wanted it to look back on. So we're in New Zealand now. We've arrived in Christchurch yesterday and we're going to explore. Hello Jacob. We're going to explore Christchurch today, and I've got a load of leaflets. Bad camera skills. I'm going to have a look at what we're going to do, sort of plan the trip. We're picking up a camper van day after tomorrow. So yeah, this is the last couple of days of slight luxury. Actually no, it feels very luxurious before being on the road for a month. So I've got my blanket, I'm all snuggled up, I've got a coffee. It's so much colder here than I ever anticipated, so good luck to me in a camper van. We're having a planning day today, me and Jakey. We've got the, oh no! We're having a planning day, me and Jakey. We have the map out in front of us, got a cup of tea, and we've written all of the dates that we're here. And we have a completely blank canvas other than where we are now and when we're leaving. And we've got this whole, so that's the South Island, which we're currently here. And we're driving the whole thing in the course of a month. Well, over the course of 32 days. So yeah, wish us luck with planning this. Come to the botanical gardens in Christchurch and they're absolutely stunning, and it's really weird how much like England they look. Well, everything here looks a lot like England. It's like an English park, and it's actually quite cool here. It's not as warm as we were expecting, so obviously we've come from Australia and it is about 22 degrees, so I'm wearing jumper, jeans, I've got a coat in the bag. But yeah, it's really beautiful here. We're just exploring now, having a wander around, and I'm trying my hand at vlogging in public, and I feel very embarrassed. We found a nice little spot here. It's really sunny. There's like a little food hall thingy behind us. It's really cool. Yeah, the sun's finally come out and we have dumplings. Happy as. Hello! I am feeling pretty overwhelmed and scared. We've just picked up the camper van this morning and we've just been to Pack and Save, which is the supermarket here. Got loads and loads of food. We didn't even realise how much we would need. We didn't do any meal planning, anything. We've gone to Kmart and got like all of the bits and bobs. Everything is just shoved down there, you can barely see. Driving this car, it's horrible. I'm really scared. We've just been basically around like Christchurch, done about 20 minutes of driving or something, but trying to get into parking spaces, oh my god, it's so stressful. The car is longer than I could ever imagine. And yeah, I'm just about to tuck into, well, I didn't even say what it is. It's like sushi rice with nice crispy chicken stuff on top. Looks delicious. And I have an iced coffee, and then we are going to be on the road for 4 hours. We're going to Lake Tekapo and up to a place called Mount Cook. Hopefully going to camp there and then do a bit of mountain climbing in the morning. Not literal climbing, but like hiking up the mountain and stuff. So yeah, I suppose luckily we've got all of the food we need. I finally managed to get a raincoat because stupid Catherine didn't bring a raincoat, despite the fact that we're in like one of the rainiest places ever. So I've just bought one from Kathmandu, and yeah, just gonna eat, have a coffee, calm down, and then we will get on the road and hopefully it'll be really pretty. But yeah. We have just done our first 3-4 hour drive. Yeah. And arrived here. And oh my days, there's all these beautiful lupins.
So it's the middle of lupin season, which is only about 2 months long.
Yeah.
And they're just everywhere.
Yeah, and the water, I don't even think it's showing up how blue it is. We literally arrived here and I cried because it's so beautiful, which has honestly never happened to me before. Yeah, and there's nobody around. Well, a few people around. Oh my god, unbelievable. So we were just driving to our campsite and we knew that it was near another lake, and we drove around the corner and were faced with this. It was, my stomach actually flipped. It was just so beautiful. So that over there is snow-capped mountains, and we think one of those is it's called Mount Cook. I think it's that one, which we're hopefully not climbing the whole thing, but some of it tomorrow morning, I think, or at least we're going to go up and yeah, have a look at it. But it's just the most, the water is just so blue. I don't even think it's showing up on camera, but yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit because I'm cold. And the sun's setting. We're about I think half an hour-ish from our campsite, which I think is somewhere up there. So if we're lucky, can we see the water from the campsite?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yes, yeah. So we should be able to watch. Well, the sun is probably going to set whilst we're driving, but it's just run through this. That was a good end to it. We've made our first dinner in the camper van. We've got noodles and tofu, made by lovely Jake. I've tried to partially unpack, but it's just an absolute tip. Yeah. And this, I'm going to have to turn it around this way. This is our view out the back doors. Not too shabby. So the sun's just set.
Can you believe it's 9:30 in the evening and it's still,
yeah,
it's wonderful.
Still actually really light.
We're so used to Australian sunsets where it happens at like
6 or 7
6 p.m.
So we were always driving
and
and it was really dark. Yeah, so yeah, it's a right
So
treat.
this is such a luxury. It's like being in the UK sort of where it's just bright this time.
Yeah, I've got my nice warm hoodie on. It's gone a bit cold now, but it's not too bad, and yeah, exciting. I keep thinking that I'm not going to video this. I keep thinking, oh well, that'll be enough for today's video, but this is just unbelievable. So I think I showed it yesterday, but I think we're going to climb that. But just look, to show you how blue the water is. If you look down at that rock, like, you can't see through it at all. So it's apparently like the rocks from the mountains. It's kind of turns into like, it's got like either glacier flour or rock flour. So it runs up and goes into the water, and that's what makes it such a milky blue colour, and then like the sunlight refracting through it. So again, I'll show you these. Sorry mum, you're not going to like this one. But yeah, so it's just mad. I've never seen water like it. Our camper van is, where's my fat finger? That one. So that was where we were before. Yeah, stunning. And we're going to go for a walk today to, that's Hooker Valley over there. Some trees. Yeah. Oh, amazing. We're having camper van problems. We found an endangered moth just behind me, and just I'm trying to set off. Oh.
Quite pretty.
Let's see if I can show it. He's quite, yeah, he's all right. Can't get closer. Can you see him? Can you see him? Where's he gone? No, no, I can't. Oh wait, yeah, he's there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, camper van probs. Very excited, we've got some visitors. Oh, she's okay, look, a little duckling. Please excuse my morning voice. Hello, little babies. I guess people feed them bread because as soon as we open the door, they've come like running over. Look, a little baby. Oh my god, they're so cute. Just for context, that's how close we are. Hiya. Oh my god, you're so cute. Look at you. I don't have any food for you though, puppets. We're feeding them a couple of little bits of flapjack, so they're very happy little duckies, especially the little baby. Oh. I think Jakey's eating all your food, Poppet. Tammy. See if I can get an angle from down here. Oh, look at this. I've just realised I should probably film this because I'm eating what may or may not be the best pie in New Zealand. It's just occurred to me that this is the only pie that I've had in New Zealand and probably will have in New Zealand, but it is quite good. Sorry, Jake's here as well. It's a venison and rosemary pie. So far so good. The pastry is very nice. We've got a very nice view in front of us. Let me just steady the pie. This is the view. We're at Wanaka. This is Lake Wanaka?
Yeah.
Lake
Wanaka, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere over to the left is the
hang on.
Wanaka tree.
Hilariously, Jake's just said that that's how we're going to be kayaking. Someone taking selfies and then someone, and then someone kayaking. You can guess who each someone is. Yeah, there's a few people water activities-ing.
Over there somewhere is
there is
that Wanaka tree.
Yeah, which is apparently one of the main attractions of this place. I think it's just a tree in the water that if you get a good angle of it, it looks really cool against the backdrop.
Sits in between two peaks, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. You might see that on Instagram, probably 2 months prior to you watching this video. Yeah, go back and maybe see it. Yeah, we'll update you once we get around there. It's about a 15-minute walk from here.
You'll have to post that on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my pie. Tree, and it's quite funny to see how many people are there. So if the comparison, like no one around. Yeah, around the whole lake, and then just so many tourists, and that's the tree. So I guess we'll see when we get up to it and get to the front of the queue. I mean, the view's beautiful, but you're gonna have to frame your shot well to not get all of the tourists in. Bit of an odd one. Yeah, I'm sure it looks lovely. So it is quite beautiful. It forces you to look at, I suppose the light's not showing it up very well. Oh, get a wet feet. But yeah, the view from here is beautiful, and so I'm glad that they've made us come here. But there's all these people trying to take a photo. And I don't even know if you'll see it on my Instagram because it doesn't photograph that well, in my opinion, or on my camera, or with my skills. But yeah,
probably this time of day it's not.
Yeah, there's some amusing posing going on. There were some people just trying to do some yoga poses as well.
Someone skydiving there.
Oh, I have no idea if you can.
On camera.
Oh yeah, that teeny tiny. There's someone skydiving over that lake. Hello, we've just finished we're halfway through, I guess, a loop walk up a mountain. I've just got a biscuit, which was our halfway point mark, and I think behind us you should be able to see all these beautiful views. And the other side was lakes, which hopefully we will, when we go round the corner, we should see. Yeah, it's really weird how much it looks like England here, but like a really unpopulated England. I mean, if I move around, that's part of the town.
That's like the biggest town.
We were actually camping, where's my fat finger? We were camping there on that little peninsula, so that water there yesterday, but I don't know if I videoed any of that. I think all I videoed of that campsite might have been the ducks. But yeah, tonight we are free camping. No, we're not. We have been free camping the past 2 nights. That's the lakes. Have been free camping the past 2 nights, which means that you just rock up in your van, basically on a bit of ground. And this is dangerous, I'm probably going to fall over. Yeah, you just rock up in your van and you rely on your van for everything. The only things that they have is maybe a toilet, maybe not. It might flush, it might not. And the understanding is that you have everything you need in your camper van. Whereas tonight we need to go to a main, like a proper campsite where we can plug in and
fill up water and
yeah, empty all of the waste and stuff. Yeah, just we've got proper like hot showers and stuff, proper facilities. So that should be nice. Going to get some fish and chips after this walk, sit probably by the lake and eat them, and then go back to the campsite and plan our next steps.
yeah, because we've probably got a long walk tomorrow, so we're doing a sort of chilled one today. Bringing some food ready for the morning and get a big breakfast in us. Probably gonna have like breakfast burritos. So I might start prepping that tonight so we can get up in the morning, have breakfast burritos, and then we're going to travel down to do a big long walk and then drive down to Queenstown and get set up there for a few days.
Yeah,
cool. Okay, please.
We're ending the day with a very British chippy. We've got the hill behind us. There's some little, oh wait, there were sheep. It's now just camper vans. This is a proper dirty, that looks absolutely disgusting. That is chips with curry and cheese, curry sauce cheese, and battered sausage on a stick. Go eat some of that now. Jake has got some fried chips with some deep fried chips on top, and some mush peas. Got ciders, got beers. We're set up on our little patch of grass. Gonna go on the trampoline later. Yeah, when we ordered this, she was like, I guess you guys are from England, huh? We were like, oh, what gave it away? She was like, oh, the mushy peas and the chips, cheese and gravy. We are disgusting. We're fueling ourselves up for a big long walk tomorrow. So yeah, so I should probably film then, and then that will probably be this first video. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how long these are going to be. Who knows? Good morning, folks. It is the 9th of January today. This may or may not be a new video, who knows. We are doing a big long hike this morning. Sorry, it's a bit windy. We've just parked up near this beautiful lake, and I think we're going to walk up there. I think it's let's say 5 or 6 hour walk. Do you know how many kilometres? 15.8 kilometres. 15.8 kilometres. Big long way. Apparently it's absolutely crawling, basically all uphill. Sounds quite horrible actually. No, it'll be absolutely lovely. The views from the top are apparently amazing.
The views from the bottom are amazing.
Yeah, the views from the bottom are amazing. We'll be a bit disappointed if it's just the same but we're more tired. But yeah, so we'll keep you updated, I guess. We are about an hour and 15 minutes in. How are you feeling?
Pretty tired.
So we don't know how far we've got left to go. It's a bit strange. You can't. Sorry about the wind. So we started somewhere around that thing, at like water level basically, and then we've gone all the way around that wiggly track up this bit. I hope that gives you a bit of scale of how steep we've come. You can see up there, so that kind of, I mean that's within the management. We don't know yet if that's actually the top.
It's meant to be a 6 hour walk in total.
So we're a bit worried. I don't want to speak too soon. I think we're nearly there. Don't think you can see a much higher point. Yay! I it! We're here and the view is definitely worth it. It's around one side. It's absolutely beautiful. We've just got to the top, had some sandwiches, just chilled a little bit, and then we've got to start the descent down. So that's actually the lake that we saw whilst we were climbing. We didn't even know there was one here. There we go back. Are you happy, Jakey?
Very.
Yeah, absolutely stunning views. And we've got nice big blisters to show for it, and about 2 hours on the way down. It only took us about, what, 2 hours 10, 2 hours 20 minutes?
We're at 2 hours 10 minutes now.
Yeah, to get up, which is really good time.
So we're 2:40.
Yeah, we were expecting it to take about 5 to 6 hours for both, and assuming that it's harder to go up than down, should make it in sort of sub 5, which is good. Well done us. Hello from a very pinky cheeked Catherine. We've finished. I'm back in the camper. I've got a cup of tea. I've downed a lot of squash. That's the second bottle. Yeah, we made it, and it took us, so the way down was actually harder than I was expecting. It was really steep downhill, so it was a lot of pressure on your knees, so it's actually somehow easier to run down a lot of it. But yeah, so we finished the whole thing in about 4.5 hours, and now are driving to Queenstown, where you do a bit more like sporty activity type things. It's supposed to be like the, what do they call it, like adrenaline junkies kind of place. So yeah, that should be good. We're just finishing cups of tea. Jake's outside somewhere cooling down. I'm in here cooling down with my feet up. And then yes, do the, I think it's 2 hours to drive to Queensland. So probably update you then. Bye. We have arrived in Queenstown last night. We had a nice little chilled evening. We're both absolutely knackered from that walk that we did. And then today, we don't really have too much of a plan. We're going to go up the sort of gondola sky rail thing, which is like what they call cable cars. Go up to the top of the hill, and then you can luge down, which is like, I don't know how to describe it, like go-karts on a hill. If you didn't know what it was, I didn't. So yeah, that's the plan, but we're just going to have a chilled morning because it's kind of cloudy this morning. Thought I would start the day with a bit of a campervan tour. So I'll swap places. So if I come outside, that might be a bit quiet. So this is our home for the month. So the door slides open, then you've got hello. Then we have a kitchen, and that's the fridge. That's a table that folds out. We've got like all the kitchen cupboards there. This nice little stove, which when you're driving, the tap, it's all very clever. When you're driving it goes like that, so you can, well obviously whilst you're driving you can't put stuff in there. We have an ensuite, which is a little shower and a little toilet, and that's just our bin, spare toilet roll and stuff. And mostly we've been using baby wipes to shower if we've not been in a campsite. We've not actually used the shower yet as a proper shower because we've not got much water. And then that's just like battery and switches and stuff like that, so we're plugged in at the moment, so I've got loads of battery. That's like a bit of a scary thing about this, is that you don't know how much power you're going to have. So if I'm sitting in the back corner, I've got a TV. Up there is a stereo that plugs into your phone. That's the little heating controls. Got speakers all in the back, lights and stuff. All of these cupboards above. And then there's drawers, like, yeah, like these things that tilt up, and you can pop things in them. And yeah, so from the kitchen, that's like the little dining area. So we've got that table like that for the moment, but that pole there screws into there, and then you pop that on top of it, and then you've got a nice dining area. So yeah, it's actually pretty spacious. And then at night you put the table the other way round with another plank of wood here. Those cushions all fold out to create a mattress, and then there's a duvet under that little I don't know what you call it, cupboard, I guess. Yeah, and then you close all the blinds and then sleep. And the amazing thing is, so we have our heads this way. Wherever we wake up in the morning, it's the nicest thing to just open the curtains and then you have a look out the window at today's view. So today's is some mountains and a nice little garden. Yesterday's was a load of baby sheep and some birds with their little babies. A couple of days before that was those beautiful lakes that you saw. So yeah, it's been really nice. I'll just go round. I don't think you need to see anything in the cabin, it's not very interesting. This is the only issue. We have to have somewhere to put our suitcases. So in the day they go in the back, and in the night they go there. But yeah, I suppose yeah, there's nothing interesting to show you there. Yeah, that's our little crib tour. Ah, mind your head. You look ridiculous. No, you get driven around. So what I'm showing you here are these ridiculous boats which look like sharks, and apparently they like drive around like sharks. And they go like, when they're further out, they apparently like twist around, and you can see it kind of going, yeah, underwater, and then they twist up. I saw it doing like, so that it's like balancing on its tail sort of thing. Oh, Jesus. So strange. We're just sort of wandering around. Don't look at it. Oh my god. Have you ever seen such a hype for one burger place? This is apparently, it's a really hyped up burger place in Queenstown. So obviously it's Berg Burger, and then the queue, oh, bloody cars, the queue goes right the way up there. Jake is just waiting there. They say it's about 25 minutes wait to order, and then about 20 minutes for your burger to actually come out. To be confirmed whether it's worth it, I hope so. We have our burgers. Hang on, I'm not holding the phone properly. Yeah. Live reaction from Jake. Jake's got a, what's it called?
It's called Holier Than Thou.
Which is a tofu, so it's
tempura tofu.
Yeah, and satay. And I've got the Mr. Big Thigh. Looks good. Looks good. We'll review in a second. My review, before I forget, is amazing. So much beef. Oh god, sorry, drop the phone. I'm all slippy. We've got some really feisty birds who want a piece of the action. But yeah, not a bad view as well. Stressful experience. The bird problem around here is really bad. They just check it. Yeah, they have a lot of birds who just, as you saw, just steal the food right out of your hand. So kind of takes the experience. So I'm constantly trying to waft them away. And yeah, the burger was absolutely amazing. Jake thoroughly enjoyed it.
Amazing.
That's where our trolley's from. That's the tour that we're doing tomorrow. But yeah, Jake had his burger and some chips, and his dad took it into a nice little pizza slice for dessert. And then we're about to go. Just going to drop the stuff back at the place. Then we're going to do that sky gondola, little cable cars. Sorry. Which should have beautiful views from it. We're on the sky gondola. It goes really quickly, actually. Ah! So we go up this 5 times. It's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I know, we go up this 5 times.
Oh, do we? Do you have to go this every time we
Yeah. Yeah, you do move quite quickly, actually. Yeah, and then we luge back down. Jake's not very good with heights. That's why he's just turned green all of a sudden. I love heights. Oh, look, a window. Stick you out the window for a nice view. Sorry, I'm very dangerous with heights. Oh, look at the view. Isn't that nice? Lovely. Oh, actually, it's worse when you look up. That's... Oh, no, can't really tell. Someone's just done a bungee jump. You see it just hanging there. Wow, this is the view. So those are the cable cars that just brought us up.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Amazing. You can actually see our van. Just there. So that's all Queenstown. We're on the chairlift.
I'm scared.
Yeah, with a pretty view behind us. I'm holding onto the phone for dear life. Yeah, you can see the chairlift. It was really fun. Really difficult. So we've been on the Luge once. I mean, it was actually harder than I was expecting. Like driving, but really, really, really fast and really small. And you know, there's no safety mechanisms in place apart from these. Yeah. And I think there might be a skydive happening behind us, but we can't quite see. Anyway, we're gonna have a photo now. Bye. Are they on the slow lane or the fast lane? They're the slow lane. So the fast one is, oops, the first one's here, and then there's like a drop there. Oh no! He loves the luge. Because we're in a bar, but we've got drinkies. And we're sat looking at a beautiful view, and there may or may not be just there. They were just preparing for, oh my god, he's just jumped down. Preparing to do a skydive. I think someone's just chickened out. Yeah, beautiful view. Whee! We're on the way back down. Jake hates this. I love it. Yeah, back down. Oh, I thought it was so amusing. We watched another bungee earlier, just off there. Down to there, badoing. And up to there. Oh, look how beautiful it is. We've been watching all sorts of water sports in the water. Oh, that looks like a nice walk. We're seeing some mountain goats. Here's Canny Quick, to be fair. No goats. Mountain goats. I'm having the time of my life. Evening, we're having a nice chilled evening tonight. We've got some nice vino and the startings of a cheese board. It's a bit of a pathetic, I say startings, we've got a camembert, but we've got some tapenade, we've got some olives, some nice crackers, got some aioli, I've got some salami, yeah, smoky hummus. Yeah, I've just got the music on. You can see mountains and the sun's setting, so they're getting a lovely colour. A little house and a nice big forest, and at the top there is the cable cars. We're just going to go do the last toothbrush run and last wee, and I'm wearing this, and I just said to Jake, do I look ridiculous? And he said no. We've got very lowered standards of what is okay when in a camper van.